Tell us more about YouBiz.
What we have seen over the last 2 years is that businesses has truly learned to work remotely. Their ambitions has truly become global. But what is standing in their way is really the fragmentation of the banking system, really the different currencies that you need to transact in every place that you do business. And of course, the cross-border needs is ever increasing. We felt that with the technology that we have uniquely built for this region, which is really multi-currency at our core, we can take our technology to enter the SME business with the main objective to help them save time and save cost.
Welcome to The Pitch by Garage, where we deep dive into startups and tech and learn key business building skills from founders, business leaders, and experts. Today, I'm excited to have a conversation with Caecillia Chu, co-founder and CEO of YouTrip. Hi, Caecillia. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Vanessa. It's really great to be here.
Before we get started, tell us more about yourself and YouTrip.
My name is Caecillia Chu. I'm the co-founder and CEO of YouTrip. So in 2018, we have launched Singapore's first multi-currency mobile wallet that synchronizes with a MasterCard to allow anyone to buy anything online and offline all across the world without any FX fees.
Let's take a trip down memory lane and tell us your first reaction when COVID happened and you know that a portion of your business is going to be affected.
We launched our service first in Singapore. We were a first mover at that time in late 2018. And, we grew really fast and we quickly expanded to Thailand in late 2019. And when the pandemic first hit us, it actually had hit us pretty hard. Overnight, we lost more than 70% of our business volumes. Being a founder of an ambitious startup, I've always felt that I would need to go through a few near-death experience in order to be a great business leader. That's really what I thought. But I guess, what I wasn't expecting is, how quick this near-death experience would actually happen to us.
What was the biggest challenge for you, knowing that you had to shift the business value proposition?
When the pandemic happened, we follow our customers, and we noticed that with the whole working from home and studying from home phenomenon, they're spending so much more time at home. We recognize that they have changed the way they shop, the way they make payments, really the way they spend time. How do we leverage the technology and the payments know-how that we have to really make that online purchasing journey also as seamless and as cost-effective as we can? We are really sorting through our data and see who are our top trending online merchants and how do we strike new partnerships to bring these cashback and promos to our customers so that they find it even more compelling to use YouTrip. Right now, today, we are the number 4 largest consumer debit card issuer in Singapore. Compared to our closest fintech peers, our user base in Singapore currently is 4 to 10 times larger from the card issuance perspective.
So how do you promote a culture of innovation and adaptability within your team?
One thing that differentiates how we think about our culture and people is that we want to give them a lot of autonomy to make decisions for us. We believe young people, no matter how many years, a lot or a little bit less, in terms of experience that you bring, you have tremendous amount of value that you are also bringing to the table, especially in a place like YouTrip where we are really creating services for millennials. So, who is better than the millennials to create service for them?
Tell us more about YouBiz.
What we have seen over the last 2 years is that businesses has truly learned to work remotely. The traditional concept of your market border, where you incorporate your business, is much less relevant. Singapore is a very competitive place, which is great. Lots of talents. It's also quite competitive to hire talent. So where can I put staffing and organization? Can I have a back office or BPO arrangements for some of our functionalities? Their ambitions has truly become global. But what is standing in the way is really the fragmentation of the banking system, really the different currencies that you need to transact in every place that you do business. And of course, the cross-border needs, it's ever increasing. We felt that with the technology that we have uniquely built for this region, which is really multi-currency at our core, we can take our technology to enter the SME business with the main objective to help them save time and save cost. We will help them to save on the FX, on the cross-border payments with our market-leading Forex rates, but also we are helping them so that when they expand beyond the border of Singapore, they may not need to immediately open new bank accounts in Thailand, in US, but they can also transact seamlessly at no cost and hopefully all in real time, with the customers, with the suppliers.
Last year, digital banking was the hot topic. Has it always been in the pipeline that YouTrip will eventually become a full-fledged digital bank?
I feel that we still have a very long runway to continue growing. And I would say that our strategy has always been thinking about a land and expand. Rather than a super app in the business of finance, especially when it comes to corporate banking, we feel that it's truly a business of trust. Trust takes time to build. We picked a very, very focused first product to launch with. We are the only corporate card out there with no limit in terms of cashback and with a real 0% FX. And what we believe is when customers start to sign up with us, when they start to transact millions of dollars with us, they will eventually trust us more and wanted to put more their use cases and more of their service onto our platform.
And now going into SME neobank, it will be even more competitive with new competitors that you have to look out for. So do you feel threatened and how do you keep yourself well positioned?
On the SME neobank, while we are not a first mover, but what I can say is we are the only player who actually got a full suite of licenses, from the MAS payment licenses, to the MasterCard, Visa licenses, even our insurance corporate agent license. So we are the only player who truly own our proprietary core banking platform from an end-to-end perspective. And I believe this is a huge advantage because this gives us great control over the product features that we can launch and also give us great control over our cost structures. And we are not one of the fintechs who burn cash, grow at all costs. We actually have been very disciplined, and everything we do has a positive contribution margin to our business. So all this discipline, I believe, would be our sustainable competitive edge and differentiation as we further play out in the marketplace.
What is one trait you want people to remember you as a founder?
Courage. So I think when we first launched the business in 2018, there were many people who do not believe in the multi-currency or prepaid or debit wallet type of business lines, and we have proved them wrong. But more importantly, I think, during the pandemic time, we are also completely fearless when we face the worst public health crisis, when we got hit because there was no more travel, and how we turn around the business and transform ourselves into an all-weather company. I think all these journey has made us a truly fearless company.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I personally learned a lot about how your business courageously moved into new business lines and how you navigated the pandemic. So thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's truly my great pleasure.
And that's it for today's episode. I hope you have learned valuable lessons on business building. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, leave a comment, share, and hit subscribe for more episodes on startups and tech. This has been The Pitch by Garage. Stay safe and entrepreneurial.